6 weeks into my exploration of the Caucasus region, I am now coming into the last leg of my journey. After crossing the Georgia-Armenia border by overnight train and spending a few days in the capital city Yerevan, I was eager to experience rural Armenia. In my opinion, the best way to truly understand a country is to visit its villages and spend time with a local family. In this video, I had the opportunity to spend a few days in a village called Bajini and stayed with a lovely agricultural family. I learned about how they live off the land and even celebrated my host's birthday with his family. Join me as I attempt to overcome language barriers and connect with this wonderful Armenian family.
Good afternoon. I am actually going to a metro because I am leaving Yerevan to a remote village, I'm not quite sure, or a remote town, to stay with a local Armenian family.
The village I'm traveling to, called Bajini, is 45 kilometers from Yerevan. Although not a very long journey, the village isn't a popular destination for tourists. The journey itself wasn't the most straightforward, requiring me to take an initial marshrutka to a small town called Charenstavan.
So as you can see, 275, and I just asked a local whether this is Charenstavan marshrutka, and they said yes.
The marshrutka ride lasted about 45 minutes before I arrived in Charenstavan. From here, I needed to find a local taxi to take me the rest of the way.
Меня зовут Шифа.
Очень приятно.
Очень приятно.
Очень приятно. Вы по-английски говорите?
Английский, да, нет русский, пожалуйста.
Ну ничего, по-русски чуть-чуть знаете. Այդ կապուտ բանը, հա, ատեմ եմ։ Հա, դե կապուտ պլաշով տեսա։
Хорошо.
До свидания.
До свидания. До свидания.
Чтоб хорошо отдыхали. До свидания.
До свидания.
What's your name?
Shifa.
Shifa. Shat Urache.
Murach.
My name is Silva.
Silva.
Yeah.
Shifa and Silva. Да.
So I am inside of the house now. I think eventually I'll warm myself up to the family. It's truly like putting myself in an uncomfortable situation because of the amount of uncertainties, the unknown aspect to it. The language barrier is so high, but I'm practicing to trust this process and instinct. Whoa! Do you want to say hi? Okay. This is David. Come here. Look at David. What's your name?
David.
David. So cute. And Annie, come here. This is Annie. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Bajini village. So I have been staying here with a local Armenian family and have just been observing my time here, right? Being in a new environment with a new family, a new culture. I have been shown so much love, so much hospitality, and it makes my heart filled with so much joy. And yeah, as you can see, it's snowing. Oh
I'm so happy. It's so lovely. It's one of my favorite time of the year. But today is a special day because Vahagan, which is the host that I got in touch with for the first time, is having his 38th birthday. And I think tonight there will be some barbecue, some party and whatnot to celebrate his birthday.
Vahagan and his family are farmers living off the land and their animals. Their income comes from a variety of crops and produce. Although I was there over winter, when they weren't growing and harvesting, they grow wheat to make flour and barley, which they also use to feed the cows. They utilize the cows for their milk and also produce dairy products for their house. The bulls provide the family with lots of meat to sell and to consume within the household. I witnessed one of the bulls being slaughtered for them to sell to other locals. It was fascinating and humbling experience to observe how all generations of the family work so hard together to provide household income and food for everyone.
This is Grisha, Vahagan's father, and I don't speak Russian, I don't speak Armenian, he doesn't speak English, so we don't communicate to each other in the best way. But we have translators, so we usually use this blah blah blah blah blah to communicate. But yeah, Grisha has been so kind because he always tried to encourage me to try this and try that. Yeah. So this is the heating system to the house. Okay. These are the cow dung that are used for the heating system. So the materials of these will be then transferred to this one and then it will heat the house. So I was being shown this underground hole, which I thought earlier is a wine making procedure. However, turns out this is used for bread. This is the first floor of the house that the family is staying, and this is sort of like their warehouse potentially. They have lots of storage room for compote, for other things that they actually sell on the market in the weekend, but also one of it being dried fruits. I don't know if they're selling this or also this is being consumed within the family. This is potentially apricot and not this one. Oh, that's not probably done. This is it. That's the right one. That's the real one. That's chewable. This is like their version of candy, healthier version of candy. You've got tons and tons of maize and beans that they harvest in the summer, and these are sold to the customer each weekend. This is where they store the lavash. This is their thin flat bread. This machine is where they make and churn their own butter, and also by milking the cows. So Vahagan, my host, has just driven me to Bajini Castle. But I think the weather today makes it a bit more unique to this excursion. As you can see the valley behind me, these are the Bajini village. So the castle in the past was used as a defensive mechanism surrounding these villages, this area, and I think they were trying to go against the Seljuk Empire, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wow! So this underpass actually connects all the way to the river. Fascinating. Fascinating to see this underpass. Feels like medieval, which probably it was built during the medieval times. This is the remaining of Holy Cross Church. There are lots of ruins surrounding this area. As you can see, that is the King's Palace, or probably King's Room, sorry. And I think it's beautiful with all the grassland. It's a good spot for photo. And here is the birthday guy, Vagan. How do you say happy birthday in Armenia?
Ծնունդդ շնորհավոր։
Chanu? Oh?
Ծնունդդ
Ծնունդդ
շնորհավոր։
Snurhavur. Yes, Snurhavur. Surhavur. So difficult. I was told that the whole family will gather today, so I'm assuming that tonight will be hectic, crazy party, lots of alcohol, I assume. So I am actually walking to a church and cemetery area behind the house. So there are several cemeteries, including a statue and a church over there. It's interesting to see all of this cemetery because they have photos installed or just carved out on each one of them. Behind me is the Saint Sargis Church. What makes this special is that this church was renovated by Vahagan, my host grandfather, and I find the architecture to be minimalist but so beautiful. As it was Vahagan's 38th birthday, I joined his mother Silvat and his wife Alvat in the preparation of the food.
Shifana.
Yes, this is dolma.
Dolma.
Dolma. A little bit.
Very good.
Okay, I passed the test, okay. So this is Silvar, Vahan mother. She's always on her toes. Just keep moving, doing stuff.
Zranku też miała cicha. Dava ci? Česi, ne?
Not my favorite.
Zran sirnes, aj zranic.
This one. Oh, this is like runner beans, I think.
Lavna?
I just keep feeding you. Silva is like my mother. My mama. She's like, she makes my bed. She even prepares my bed. I'm like, oh, don't do that. Like, she would still do that. I think she does that for everyone. And she has such a big heart.
Ile czeka?
Ale mi ara robi.
İstanbul ya araba. İstanbul.
Their extended family from Yerevan came to visit and celebrate together. It was such a heartwarming experience to be invited and to be part of this family celebration, as there was so much joy and laughter.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope that you learned a thing or two from this particular video that I tried to showcase it to you. What does it feel like to stay with a local Armenian family, enjoying the warm hospitality, exchanging culture, and just try to gain different experiences in different parts of the country. And yeah, it's such a beautiful view behind me. Despite my short time here, I hope that this stay with the local family has showcased it to you what the culture looks like a little bit. But yeah, I'm just so very grateful, and thanks to Vahagan and his family that they allow me to stay with them. See you again next time on the next video and the next travel series. Bye!
Hapres, good. Shifa, elik da.
Yes, come back again.
Alpay bak.
Saying goodbye to this too. Such a lovely time with him. Спасибо.
Hacı olsun. Hacı olsun.
Josen, thank you. Mwah. She's crying.